Good morning. My name is Gail Ammons, and I was a confirmation mentor. The students had a variety of activities to accomplish, and several of them could be done with their mentor. Those ranged from inviting the mentor to a sports activity to discussing the mentor's faith journey. The idea was for the mentor to give support, and equally important, for the kids and the mentors to get to know each other. Something that stuck out for me was going to the confirmation retreat with the kids. Many church groups participated in the retreat, and there were several hundred people attending. We worshiped, we listened to talks, we sang, we prayed, and we followed up large sessions with small group discussions and activities. One night, Diane and Kirk and I met with our kids after the large meeting, and we stayed way longer than expected, just talking about the night and laughing together about many unexpected events. There was great energy in that room. The kids were serious in their conversations and questions one minute, and then goofing off and carrying on the next. Along with all the content of the weekend, a major benefit of the retreat was the chance for our kids to form a unit. This happened as they played games, ate, and just hung out together. As you can imagine, Diane facilitated every aspect of the weekend with skill and with care to help achieve that goal. I am appreciative of being there, having been there to share parts of the confirmation process with Diane and Kirk and the confirmands. I am proud of the effort and time and thought the kids put in over many months during very busy lives to become informed members of FCPC.
Hello everyone, I'm Christopher Bongart, and I was a confirmation student, and I'm going to share my confirmation experience. My confirmation experience as a student was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed every bit of it. I remember probably one of my favorite moments was in the confirmation retreat. My groups had tons of fun, as well as learned a lot about our faith, and had a lot of development with the faith. I'll never forget during the confirmation retreat the amount of fun we had playing elimination volleyball for countless hours during the free time, as well as playing goggle ball. The confirmation experience brought us together because of the amount of time we spent with each other. We've also done various other things that have brought us closer to God and closer as a community, like preparing fellowship hour for the whole church. I've always enjoyed all the exciting experiences I've had at confirmation, whether it was a class or a retreat. The workload was always fairly manageable, and I think someone can finish it easily, even with a busy schedule like mine. The reflections weren't bad, and sometimes I enjoyed putting my thoughts to paper. As a student, I thought that this confirmation process has brought me closer to God, FCPC, and my confirmation class.
Amazing environment. Diane. Curiosity. Good relationships. Supportive. Mentorship. Self-learning. Beliefs. By now you're wondering, what is he talking about? And can this fellow use verbs? Well, this is a verbalization of the word cloud that my family and I created last weekend describing this year's confirmation program. So good morning, I'm Dale Martin, father of Izzy Martin, and I want to tell you a little bit more about each of the words in that word cloud that we created together. Through FCP's confirmation program led by our amazing Director of Community Engagement, Diane Maloney, and supported by you, many of our confirmands experienced other faith traditions. As an example, my daughter Izzy attended Episcopal services, a Mass just down the road at St. James, as well as a Shabbat service. She loved that the Episcopalians held beliefs like ours and her own, but still had the fancy decorations in the litany of the Catholic Church. I particularly remember hearing about the warm welcome and the incredible jazz band that was present at the Shabbat service. Youth also had the opportunity to serve in this congregation, ranging from serving at welcome table to being ushers. My daughter Izzy took a turn stocking the little food pantry, and she was struck by how quickly the pantry was depleted and needed to be resupplied. I'm reminded of the vows that we make as a congregation at baptism in the Presbyterian tradition when we promise, and I quote, to help in word and deed, encouraging that child to know and follow Christ, end quote. This congregation effectively agrees to be the godparents of the children we baptize. And so this confirmation program really built the intergenerational relationships through confirmation mentors and nurtures our youth into our faith community. As an example, we're particularly grateful to Ann Mugler for serving as an amazing mentor to Izzy. This relationship extended beyond what we do here at FCPC. As an example, when Izzy participated in our spring musical, Ann came to hear her sing. And when some of Izzy's friends said, "Who was that standing next to you after the musical?" Izzy said, "Well, that was my godmother." What an amazing testament to that relationship. So thank you, Ann. So what are the outcomes that we observed and I observed as a family? Well, we've had a lot of interesting conversations about faith and faith traditions at our house. I've even caught Izzy reading her Bible. She says she's made it through Matthew. I want to highlight the leadership vision and creativity of Diane Maloney for leading us through this process. She created a variety of options for each confirmand, allowing them to chart their own path, following their own interests. She made it attainable by checking in, coaching and developing each confirmand, and helping them complete the program. And I want to thank the mentors and parents for their support throughout the process. So in closing, thanks be to God for our youth, for our amazing director of spiritual growth, to the faith and stewardship of this congregation for making all this possible. Thank you.